Hi guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Jared and today we're going to talk about the Cisco Certified Network Associate, the CCNA, and whether or not it is a valuable certification to do in 2024. If you're completely new to IT and you don't know who Cisco are a humongous company. They sell a range of different network equipment such as switches, routers, wireless, firewalls, telephony, collaboration tools. They do a lot of stuff. And as it stands in 2024, in the world of routers, switches and networking, Cisco is the current king of the market. According to the Delorio Group, they currently hold a sizable 46% of the market share. The CCNA is one of those certifications that every network engineer should strive to get. Well, at least that's what I thought. I started researching this video a couple weeks ago and I found a load of videos online and blog posts and stuff, and everybody was saying that the CCNA is dead, don't do the CCNA, it's a waste of time, and honestly, I was pretty shocked. For me, the Cisco CCNA was the very first certification that I ever did. It was literally the first thing that I learned. So naturally for me, I was a bit sad to hear that the CCNA was no longer relevant. So I decided that I would check a number of different jobs and actually check for myself to see, is it something that, if you're new to network engineering and you want to get into the network engineering field, is it worth doing the exam? Easiest way to do that is literally just to check LinkedIn jobs and see what's there. So I've just opened LinkedIn jobs and I've searched for network engineer CCNA. I'm based in London, so I'm going to search the whole of the UK. I'm looking for two things ideally. The first thing we're looking for is whether or not the role stipulates that CCNA is required, or CCNP, or any Cisco certification. The next thing is whether or not it mentions Cisco technologies within the job description. If it does mention Cisco technologies within the job description, then it clearly means that a Cisco cert would probably help get that role. So let's look at the first job. This is a network architect, Cisco CCNA, CCNP. Go to the next one. This one, we're actually looking for CCNP or CCIE. This one, industry certifications such as CCNA, CCNP, CCIE. Configure and troubleshoot core network devices. CCNP will take CCNA if you have CCNP booked. Interesting. And next one, again, CCNA, CCNP, highly desirable. Next one again, Cisco firewalls, Cisco networking, CCNA level. So after looking at a number of network engineering roles on LinkedIn, I can 100% say, yes, the CCNA is still very much a valid certification in 2024. Now that is specific to network engineer positions. If you are someone that works in cybersecurity or cloud or infrastructure or one of those different fields, then yes, understanding the networking content, the CCNA content, or even the Network Plus content would be very much beneficial to you. But whether or not you should do that certification is really up to you. I don't think you are going to get hired into any of those roles based on having the CCNA certification. So I would definitely say learn the content, but maybe skip paying for the exam. Speaking of the exam, it's been a while since I've done the CCNA, so let's check out the exam outline and see if it's changed much. The CCNA exam is a performance-based exam, so you don't really know how many questions you're going to get. It is 120 minutes long, you get multiple choice questions, and you also get a number of simulations that you have to complete. That basically means you need to know the theory and you need to get hands-on, you need to build some labs. The exam is broken up into 6 different sections, which is quite good because you could literally print this off and go down through these and learn each of them and tick them off as you go along. And that's a good strategy to actually pass an exam. One thing I do want to mention here is it used to be, whenever you were doing Cisco certifications, that you had to do the CCNA, then the CCNP, and then you could do CCIE. But Cisco have since got rid of that, so you don't necessarily have to do the CCNA before you do the CCNP. As you've seen, a number of different jobs have asked for you to be CCNA or CCNP level. Getting into a network engineering position as a CCNP is much easier than a CCNA. That sort of means, should you bother doing the CCNA, or should you just continue your study on and then go for the CCNP? Another good reason to maybe skip the CCNA and just go to CCNP is the CCNP is actually made up of 2 exams. The first exam, this 350-401 on-core exam, that is actually the first exam you need while doing your CCIE. This certification is actually quite a good one because if you do that first exam and the second one to pass the certification, then the next thing you literally have to do is do the CCNA lab, and then you've done the whole lot. So that's just something to consider if you see your future in the networking field. So let's talk about content. How would I go about studying for the CCNA in 2024? Back whenever I was doing my CCNA, I used CBT nuggets. In fact, I used them for my CCNA voice, my CCNA network and switching, and also all of my CCNP exams. I think their content was really, really good. It was broken down into small little chunks. It was easy to digest and understand. And the good thing is they bring you through lots of labs and tutorials that you can actually do as well. The next thing I would do, and I would do a lot of this as much as you possibly can, and that is build as much things as you can. There's so many different ways that you can build networks these days. For the CCNA exam, you can use Packet Tracer. Packet Tracer is a Cisco tool that they've created and it's available as part of the Network Academy. You can actually download it for free. I'll put the link in the description below. The other thing you can do is use an emulation platform, something like EvenG, or another tool you can use called GNS3. I used GNS3 most of the way through my CCNP. I've used EvenG quite a bit as well for building lots of labs. They all have free versions of these platforms. I think for CCNA, Packet Tracer is just fine, but if you want to go for the CCNP or even CCIE certifications, then you definitely need to use something like EvenG or GNS3. So if you've followed down through the video course by CBT Nuggets, you've also built a number of different labs, then really the last thing you need is some books. And the reason the books are good is because it gives you a lot more information that you're never just going to get from those video courses. I really wouldn't go past Cisco Press books. First of all, they are the official study guides for the exams, and there is 2 books in general that I think you should get. The first book is the official study guide, and the second book I would recommend is the portable command guide. These are really, really helpful because you can use these to build all of the labs that you need. And in fact, that's exactly what I did. I bought each of these books I had for my certifications and I used them to build labs, and that's how I really learned a lot of the content. So thanks for watching. I hope this has been helpful. I hope this has answered some questions you have on whether you should do your CCNA or not. So if you're excited to get started with your CCNA, 2 things you need to do: sign up for CBT Nuggets or another platform. CBT Nuggets is just the one that I used. Now number 2 is build that emulation platform. I already have a video created, I'll link it here, and that is how you can build EvenG on Proxmox. Thank you so much for watching. Hope this was helpful. If you're going for your exam, good luck, and I'll see you next week.